Alright, unfortunately missed the mark with last week's video predicting Grimmjow for this week. We got Nelliel. The reasoning is still the same, you know, we didn't know Nelliel arrived with Grimmjow in last week's episode, Thousand Year Blood War, so, you know, double blindside, but, you know, it is what it is, so let's see what they cooked up for us. Now, oddly enough for me, Nelliel is a character that I didn't really, you know, when thinking of the Espada, she never crossed my mind as a character that would be added, but I am excited to see her. Right, English voice actor, kind of fucking with it. Special pressure move 1. Kind of looked like what Kira had with the 3 hits. I don't know what she was just doing. Looked like she was building energy. Hey, that's dope. Nice to see that they made it into like part of her kit. She does have one of like the cooler awakenings in the show. Centaur look, yeah, I fuck with it. With the double lance. Long range abilities and the signature move capitalize. Alright. So real quickly gonna go through, look at the abilities one by one, see what she does. Spiritual Pressure Move 1, Viento de Esperanza. Nelliel charges to the opponent, and if the thrust hits, the attack delivers into a continuous attack. Since an additional attack can be utilized by using the signature move gauge, it is advised to accumulate the gauge for an optimized attack. So she has a form of gauge similar to Toshiro, but it's tied to her signature move. But the attack itself is the quick 3 slashes, it seems. And it looks like you can get more out of it with whatever signature move gauge that you can invest. Signature move, Cadena. Hopefully I said that right. Holding input increases the ability gauge. The accumulated gauge will be used when a spiritual pressure move is utilized, causing an additional attack. So it looks like your objective is to knock them back and build gauge. That seems, build gauge to boost your signature moves. That seems just like that's her whole thing. Knocking opponents back, coming back in with a full gauge, comboing into a spiritual pressure move to get the bigger damage out, and then rinse and repeat. That's what it's looking like. Spiritual pressure move 2, Cero. Not gonna try to say that. Summon Pesce and Dunda Chaka. Fire an oversized Cero. It has a particularly long range and high damage, but it takes time to fire. It is kind of dope looking how it shows them creating their own individual Cero and then it merging, and then it fires the beam with the mix of the colors. It looks sick. I kind of wish Nell would have fired her own Cero in the mix too, but it's nice either way, and the range on that is pretty nuts too. So and then we have her awakening, Gamuza. By Nelliel releasing Gamuza with Resurrection, her attack motion changes, making it easier to gain an advantage that utilizes long range attacks from outside the opponent's attack range. So she effectively becomes the sword fighter that people hate in platform fighters. It's the extra basic attack range, making it annoying to try to win the neutral against her. Ugh. And you combine that with her signature, you know, building the gauge, using the spiritual pressure moves to boost the damage. Nell can be a very powerful, like, just low skill level character, I guess you could say. Because, you know, it's you rinse and repeat, you knock them back, you build gauge, go back in, try to combo into a spiritual pressure move for big damage, and the awakening just makes it easier to do that with the better reach. But yeah, she's a pretty dope character. And then the overview, high intercepting power due to long range abilities, and the signature move that capitalizes on abilities. Yeah, they summed it up pretty well. But let me know what you guys think of Nelliel down in the comment section below. It sucks we didn't get a double upload this week of some sorts. Definitely would have appreciated a Grimmjow trailer. Maybe Grimmjow's next week. I'm curious to see how these video releases or, you know, announcement trailers line up with the 1000 Year Blood War anime. and things of that nature. But let me know your guesses as to who's gonna come out next week. But that's gonna be all for today's video. Consider leaving a like, and if you keep finding your way back over here, consider subscribing, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Niggas saying man down, yeah. Guess I be the zombie that's still wearing the crown, yeah. I know that they love me for being me. That's the difference from a nigga being heard or being seen. So y'all can keep attention, no, I don't need that. Cause we don't need no cameras everywhere I be at. Attend a steady moving, you moving, we see that. But we ain't doing nothing, we check with your team at. See, I've been a boss from the moment I formed words. Jump on a milli, so we keep a flock of birds. Ain't no tool on his hip, cause I don't keep beat.